go. Now it's working. How many times do I tell myself, put the fan in your face always, never put it on the ground? I never learned.
Well, I got that new Vornado one that's got a stand.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
It's like thin and like longer, and it has like a tower thing that holds it.
Yeah. Nice. Let's see if I can, oh, I can't grab it.
I'll be off in 8 minutes. I'm going to adjust it.
Okay, thank you.
Second to last effort.
Here we go.
Last one.
Little hit action. think my goal is to try to make it to the front of this race while just on interval mode, erg mode.
Nice.
5-minute cooldown.
Yep.
Nice. What time are you leaving? Like 10?
Yeah. 10 to 5. So I'm gonna walk lows and then change and stuff.
Cool. All right, we Zwifting. I'm technically on erg mode, running a workout from my iPad. This is my first time trying to like run a workout from my iPad, but having the power information sent to Zwift. So even though it shows I'm not doing intervals, I am all kind of like zone 2 stuff. I'm gonna do 3 hours. I'm gonna kind of keep it easy this morning because yesterday I did a 130-mile ride with Paw Normal Studios here in Austin. So legs are feeling kind of sore. It was kind of an easy day, but still, that kind of distance, your legs are going to feel it no matter what. No matter how slowly you go, how easy. I mean, we didn't go slow. We got like 19.9 average on 7 hours, so pretty good.
Right on, right on.
I'm trying to see if on erg mode I can get to the front of this thing. I started off in like 600th place and just like slowly kind of making my way up the ranks. But I think this next group's going to be pretty hard to catch since I'm pegged at like 3.3 watts per kilo. Ooh, feather time. Let's hit that.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it's like the bike in,
Yeah.
like take a bike in takeover.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me mute. Kayla. So we're aiming to leave here by 12.
Well, I'll be back around 12 and I need like 15 minutes to change. So it's really,
Okay.
and then I actually was just thinking we'll make some like avocado toast to eat
Okay.
before we go, just so we don't get to feel finding food there.
All right.
So maybe we're like 12:30, but just try to be like showered and ready by 12ish.
Gotcha. Okay, can do. Let me know if there's anything else you need me to do. Okay. I sound like a smoker. Jesus. All right, so we have about an hour, 17 minutes left of Zone 2 stuff. Finished the Tour de Zwift thing. And yeah, we are going. Shit. Fuck. The hell?
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the first Alviso of the season, the first race of the season. Okay, it's not an actual sanctioned race, it's a practice race, but still, this is a great opportunity to test the legs, to see how they respond to some intensity. Let's dive right into it. All right, we're 2 laps into this race, and up the road, I see my sworn enemy Blaine on Thirsty Bear start to attack. I preempted. I'm already on the power because I want to get to his slipstream as quickly as possible and make sure that I'm spending as little time out in the wind as possible. And this is looking really good so far. I mean, this is the time of year, right, guys, where you don't know if you still have it. Like, is the fitness there? Is the race strategy there? This is the time of year where I either overestimate or underestimate my ability. I make all sorts of mistakes. And that's why it's good to come out to these practice races, competitive group rides, training clinics, that sort of thing, to kind of dust off the cobwebs and see where you're at. Like right here, for example, I'm not looking great. I'm not really holding the wheel here. Doing a lot of solo training these days, guys. Not really used to holding the wheel like I should. And this is where the first big mistake happens right here. What am I doing on the front, doing close to 500 watt pulls? Like, huh? Like, what's the plan here? I have a teammate in this race, by the way. Ryan is back. He should be back sheltered. There is no reason for me to be going this deep, like sustained over 400 this early on in the race with some of the strongest guys in tow. So mistake number one is just not knowing my limitations, right? I've been doing all these like zone 2, zone 3 workouts. I haven't done any intensity. I can usually take a pull this hard and this long, like with June fitness, but not with January fitness. And that unnecessarily hard pull I took is stupid, yes, because it tired me out. But also now look, I have these gaps. I have to go up over 700 watts in order to close down. Those gaps were a direct result of my just going unnecessarily hard on the front. So I'm paying for it twice with 2 hard efforts in a very short period of time. Don't be like me. Don't forget the famous words of Mr. Brian Larson, my frenemy: slow is smooth and smooth is fast. A quick message from the sponsor of this video, and that is Hex Tech Cycle. Is that what it says? No, these are my Bombas socks. Look, I don't know what Hex Tech Cycle means, but I can tell you how these feel on your feet, because you guys know I love my Bombas socks. They feel like they just kind of disappear on your foot. It's kind of hard to describe, but they have this stay-up technology. They have there's like no seams. I don't know how they do it. They're incredibly comfortable.
Dang, my saddle sore is kind of acting up
More than that, they're a great company.
today.
They have a buy one, give one policy, and what that means is for every pair of socks
Here,
that
you know
you
what?
buy, they give.
Let's put this on the computer.
requested items. So support that wonderful cause and support this channel at the same time, I urge you to check out the link in the description. And with that said, let's get back into some racing. So eventually teammate Ryan bridges across and just attacks straight through the front riders like a boss. And this is great because this is finally going to give me a chance to sit in, chill, rest, and recover from those two kind of dopey efforts that I did. But still did a big effort there. And now Blaine goes. So now I'm going to do another really hard effort here up close to 1,000 watts to chase Blaine down. And I just need to chill. Like, this comes back to mistake number one. We're still on mistake number one, which is understand your limitations. I cannot do these hard efforts over and over and over. It is not June. It is January. So teammate Ryan off the front, and here I go again, just being a dum-dum. Guys, I don't like showing this off because this is not the right way to do it. This is me not listening to my own advice. And, I mean, here I go. Like, my teammate's up the road in a breakaway, and now I'm just going to attack through this rider? Like, I am... God, what is one of the number one thing I say is never chase your teammates. I mean, it could have been worse, I guess. I could have brought riders with me. But this is a monster effort that I'm putting in order to close a monster gap, all while committing a monstrous blunder in bike racing. And it's all just because I'm so desperate to be up here in the mix. And by the time I finally do close the gap down, I'm at 174 beats per minute, and traffic has slowed the lead riders down. It's the Alviso gods, you guys. It's the Alviso gods looking down upon my awful race decisions and punishing me. And just in case you hadn't seen enough, one final idiotic move here. Actually, there's more. There's more to come. But here I am over 1,000 watts, again in pursuit of my teammate. This is cringe. This is cringe. I should not be doing this. But here I go. I just really want to be up there with my teammate, making bad decisions again, doing another big effort to close this gap down. I think this one was even bigger. It's the same straightaway, going even deeper. Still 14 kilometers left in this race. So we're like not even halfway through this race, and I am just committing energy to this bridge attempt. And at least my teammate Ryan's got a head on his shoulders today because I did not bring my A game. And he sees what I've done. He drops back like a total boss and helps me out. He can probably see that I'm struggling. He probably sees the look in my face and sees that I'm struggling. And he drops back, gives me a little bit of assistance just to close down those final few meters up to the lead group of 4. So this is the selection of the day. And with me and my teammate both making this lead group, let's see what my final mistake number 3 is and how I can torpedo our chances on Team Mike's bikes for taking down the W. Okay, and that brings us into the last lap. I have Ryan, my teammate, in front of me, leading things out for the sprint like a boss, and even responding to this predictable late race attack by Blaine. But notice how he doesn't just go absolutely nuts. He even looks back right there, makes sure I'm on. And the reason he does this is to make sure that I'm in his draft and I'm not burning too much energy in order to stay in the pocket, stay in that draft, conserving as much energy as possible until the final 200 meters of this race. So this is a really classy move by Ryan. And again, like, I'm just not holding the wheel. This is just a mistake, but it's a result of doing a lot of solo training early in the season. The finesse, the touch will come back, but just more unnecessary energy here I'm spending in order to get back into the wheel. But in any case, we still have Blaine off the front. Ryan is continuing to chase him back, and he's continuing to look back at me to make sure that I am in the pocket, sheltered from the wind. And it was about at this point in the race, talk about bad timing, about 1 kilometer to go where I started kind of doing that mental math. I was like, oh, my heart rate is 176 beats per minute. I mean, I wasn't looking at my computer, but the way I was feeling was like, I'm not feeling so great. All of those early efforts are starting to catch up with me. And I'm starting to envision how the end of this race is going to play out. I'm thinking, wow, Timmy packs a pretty serious punch. And Ryan is Ryan. He is very strong. I know he's still going to have the energy to lead me out, but can I actually finish from this situation? I have dug myself such a deep hole. Can I sprint out of this situation and fend off the likes of Timmy, who's behind me still, and he's been in the draft for a very long time. I know he's fresh. I know he's going to have a lot of snap left in his legs. And as we round the final corner, this marks mistake number 3, which is underestimating your competition. I thought back to last summer, when I was fit, I was going good. I had a couple of head-to-heads with Timmy, and I was able to take him in a sprint each time. So I even go early, like more than 200 meters. Again, this is just underestimating my competition. And I get out in the wind, and look, I can't even barely make 1,000 watts. The legs are screaming at me. They're mad at me for all those stupid early efforts, and they're mad at me for trying to go this deep in January. And Timmy, just with ease, comes around me with less than 100 meters to go, makes it look easy. So congrats to Timmy on the win. Very well deserved, very well timed. And look, guys, the power I made was actually kind of good, but it was mostly spent unnecessarily making mistakes. And this is what January practice crits are for. We work on these things, we correct our mistakes, and then come June, we are crushing our enemies in the Summer Crit Series. So don't forget about the Bombas link down in the description. Help support this channel. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Why was Remco even? Why was Remco even?
Unbound.
I've never DNF'd. And I'm not about to start now.
Oh, shit. Not good.
The darker things get, the brighter the light when it shines. I'm a poet! That's so stupid, dude. I'm so stupid. This is so dumb. Wow. That was the most fun I've ever had on a bike, ever. Dude, how do I wash off, bro? How do I wash off?
Let's see what Dylan Johnson's got going. Oh, nothing new. Never mind.
Bro, how do I wash off?
Emporia, Kansas is a small town of about 20,000 people. It sort of takes you back to a more simpler time, a quiet time. But once a year, in June, the cycling community descends on Emporia, Kansas. The people that come here are from all walks of life and all skill sets, riding all sorts of bikes to take on one of the most prestigious gravel races in America. Now, you have a few different routes to choose from. The smallest route is 25 miles. This is what they call their junior route. Then you have a 50-mile route, still pretty big, especially on this gravel. Then you have the 100-mile route. Most would call this the biggest one, but here in Unbound, 200 is available. If that's not enough, you literally have a 350-mile ride. That's the one I'm doing because I'm a crazy person. Now, the 200, though, is the most prestigious. This is where you get the biggest hitters, the pro athletes. Literally winning Unbound can make your career as a cyclist. So this is the spiciest, the hardest, the fastest. The one thing about the 200 is you have 2 designated rest stops where you have a SAG crew that have a little tent. They can give you food and water and repair equipment. Like, you have 2 points on the course where you can stop. But this race is spicy. I mean, I've done it twice before, haven't had really great luck. So I wanted to try something new. I wanted to have a new adventure on my hands. Now, the XL is a much more relaxed pace. I mean, we're still going fast, we're still going hard, but at 350 miles, it's not very spicy. But here's the main thing. It's fully self-supported. So when you stop to get food and water, that's on your own dime. You've got to stop at little grocery stores, little markets. You got to kind of plan that along the way. And so finding out what kind of food you need, what kind of water you need, it's important. But the most important part is the gear, the equipment setup. Because again, this is fully self-supported. You have no SAG crew whatsoever. So what you bring on you can make or break you. My bike of choice is the Canyon Grizzle with the suspension fork. I'm running the Cadex 35 ARs with the 42 double cross IRC tires filled with orange seal. I love this bike. I did it with West Texas. I've been training on this thing. I've got a really solid lighting setup, got the aero bars, 3 bottle cages from Arundel. I've got the Almost There packs, a 1x Exploro group set. This bike eats.
Good morning. Okay, it's not morning at all. It's noon, and I love it. I can't really describe how weird this feels. It's so peaceful. There's like birds chirping outside. It's just a lovely day. Everyone else is, because the 200's tomorrow, everyone's just chilling. But it's like the race is about to start. And it's so weird because it's like in 3 hours, just under 3 hours. And so then what do you want? You want to wake up to everything being perfect. Not perfect. Not great. Everyone has all these different things that they're going to have to manage. And it could be just not feeling totally great, feeling just a little off, allergies, your bike's not working, your bag is not working, your light's not working, things happen. There's just so many of these things that you're going to have to manage. And it's really who can not succumb to the snowball effect of all the things going wrong. And over 350 miles, there's so many opportunities for things to go wrong.
I'm usually never prepared for anything I do ever. That's just my jam. I just figure it out on the go. Can't do that with this kind of event. And so I had a fanny pack that I had counted out every single calorie that I was going to need for the entire 350 miles. Did the whole like timing, what I was going to eat. I had all my money. And somehow, no matter how important this fanny pack was and how much I put my energy into this and counted the calories, I get to the start line and it's not on me. And it's like a nightmare. I'm feeling around on my waist going, where's my fanny pack? I have no money and no food. What am I doing?
I am so on brand. Somehow left my fanny pack at home or in the car. It's not on me. That is so vital. That has all my food and all my money. I don't understand. I don't understand how I can do this to myself.
Okay, now bear with me here for just a little bit because this first part, oh boy, very difficult. And I need to try to convey to you the emotions, the roller coaster of emotions and frustration that I was feeling going into a race that I had prepared so hard for, was so confident that I could win. Everything was just lining up me, right? I mean, coming up VC. And so the fact that I woke up sick, which was just the most frustrating thing. I haven't been sick in years. It's just like, what's a nightmare scenario? Waking up for a 350-mile race that you've put all your energy into and you wake up sick? Okay, great. That's a hurdle I'm going to try to have to overcome. And then you line up on the line and you realize that you're the most dumbest human on the face of the planet and you forgot the most vital part of your kit. Yeah, dude, I've got 3 GoPros. I've got 10 batteries. I've got a spare tire. I've got a spare chain. I have a chain breaking tool. I've got everything to build a whole new freaking bike, but bro, I don't have food and I don't have money. Just getting out of bed this morning was one of the more difficult things I've ever done. But what am I supposed to do? The financial swing between not doing this and how much hype I put into this, I mean, it is what it is. If you come into a situation and you don't like your situation, wait a minute, and it will change. I promise you it will. And so on a 350-mile race, I'm not going to quit yet. So much can change. So much can happen.
Yeah. There you go. What a legend.
All right, we are an hour and 20 in. We've been going through these gates. There is 2 guys up the road. They like went early. So there's that. Probably about 30 guys with us, 30 men and women, everyone together. The heart rate is just through the roof. I'm actually really worried about it. Don't understand why. It's like 180, and I just don't understand why it's like that. Anyways, we're riding. It's fun.
Now, this group, this race, is very community-based. Everyone sort of feels like they're in this together. And so I actually had a wonderful human offer me $40. He said, I have a bunch of cards. I've got a ton of cash. I came really prepared, unlike you. And so here's $40. So I was given $40 from another racer in the pack, which is the only reason I was really able to consider continuing. And so I'm battling this like, well, I don't have my food, but okay, now I have some money, and but crap, I feel sick. Should I just turn around? I mean, look, how much energy it's going to take to do a 350-mile bike ride. I just did this in West Texas, so I know what it's going to take. I know that you need to be at your absolute best and everything working perfect to even just consider finishing, let alone that my goal was to win. So let's just hold on as long as we can, and let's just see if anything's going to change.
I wish you all the best again, and I stop myself a while. I'm staying faith, I don't believe the panic's rising up in you. Won't you tell me something new?
Well, I'm gonna guess this is the wrong way. This is the wrong route. Even though I double, triple, quadruple check, this was the updated route. This does not look like it. It looks like we are going the wrong way.
So we roll into the first gas station, really the first place you can stop along the way. I'm wildly out of contention. I think at this point I'm around 20th, 25th. I've been riding for about 3.5 hours. I took a wrong turn. I don't have my food. I'm just, boy, the frustration is building. Now at this gas station, I was running through all the different scenarios and how I could stop doing this. Like what was going on inside my body and my mind was just stop.
Of course, dude, everything just go wrong, please.
But one major thing I've learned during all these really hard efforts is to just, whatever's in your mind, let it be. Okay, you can have the negative thoughts, you can have the negative feelings, but just don't let your body stop. Just keep going as if everything is fine. Let the body lead the mind. And that's what I did. Negative thought after negative thought after negative thought flooded my brain. I had to just overcome this urge to quit with the promise to just keep moving.
We're headed into the night. I wanted to quit so bad at that first rest stop because I'm not in contention at all. I'm wildly frustrated. I mean, you control what you can control, man. And my prep for this and I was so confident. I was so confident. What am I supposed to do? Just give up? I don't give up, dude. Whatever. We're gonna finish because that's what I do. I've never DNF'd, and I'm not about to start now.
You okay?
What? That shadow's so tricky.
I don't really understand why I'm feeling so much better right now, but we're feeling better. So we're just kind of rolling along. My heart rate is totally different now. We're 104 miles in, almost to the second gas station. I don't know, dude.
The mental gymnastics that I've been going through for the past 8 hours is absolute world class. I mean, the conversations that I'm having with myself and the arguments that I'm having, they're impressive, really. Now, I don't have my food, but I did have some Flow with me, like some extra Flow products. So I've been dumping that in my bottles, really trying to keep up as many calories as possible, even though I'm not really that hungry. Been dumping a ton of ketones into me, about 30 grams every 2 to 3 hours. And look, I'm a night owl, so I know things are going to get better. I just have to keep moving. I can't stay still.
This one's hard. This one's really hard. Honestly, just staying in bed all day was gonna be hard. Just existing today was gonna be hard, let alone doing 350 miles. I said this quote on Instagram a while back. The deeper into the cave you go, makes the light so much brighter when you exit. I think I said it in a cooler way. But like, the darker things get, the brighter the light when it shines. I'm a poet.
Now, what was really cool about the night is that you could see a tail light really far up the road. So then you would put an effort, you'd catch that person, then you'd go a little faster, you'd see a new tail light, new carrot, and you'd catch that person. So I was just sort of leapfrogging my way through the night.
Uh-oh. Oh shit, dude, you okay?
Yeah, it's gonna be alright.
Okay, do you need anything?
Ambulance.
I don't, man. I'm sorry about that. I'll pack one next time.
I called it in.
Now, the nighttime was a little sketchy, so you had to be careful. You know, we did come across those guys that had crashed, but the group we were in actually was getting a little spicy. We're moving through the pack. We're feeling really good now. But then I rode away from my group. I was all alone, and the delirium fully set in.
I saw the sign. It opened up my mind. I saw the sign. Oh, dum dum dum. Oh, dum 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 dum. Oh, do you have the time to listen to me whine about everything and nothing all at once? Oh, da, 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 da. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
God. Do this.
Something, see you again. That's so stupid, dude. I'm so stupid. This is so dumb.
That's losing it.
Peanuts. Regular nuts. Do you have like regular peanuts anywhere?
12 hours in, 180 miles, and I'm finally getting the pep in my step back. Now I'm ready to race, and I've been leapfrogging, throughout the whole night. I've been pushing my way through the pack. I think now we're breaking top 20, and these two guys I was able to convince to wait, just give me like a minute, right? Because when I came to this gas station, they had been sitting there for a little while, and they were about to go, and I said, hey, I'll pull all through the night if you just wait for me. Give me 1 minute. And they said, okay, and we were off, ready to just absolutely send it.
Alrighty, I caught these two wonderful gentlemen at this gas station and convinced them to wait in trade for some pulls. So we're doing that. It's a little past 3. Yeah, the body is totally responding way better now. So that's a little frustrating, but it's all good because we're rolling now. And that's fun.
Night riding is my all-time favorite thing. If you have not done it, you should absolutely try it. There's something very magical about night riding and a connection that you have with the world, especially when you come into sunrise. Riding into the sunrise is just a very special thing to do on a bicycle. Now, yes, am I frustrated that all of a sudden I'm feeling way better and I feel like I'm racing at the front? We're over 200 miles into this race and I'm drilling it. I'm feeling better than I ever have. Yeah, that's okay, but it's better now than never, right? And so let's just leapfrog. Let's find as many people. Let's catch as many people as possible. One of the craziest experiences of this ride is how deep of a connection you make with random strangers for such a short period of time. You've never seen them in your life before. All of a sudden, you ride together for 3.5 hours through the night in this crazy race, and you would just die for them. You would go to war for them. And then all of a sudden, you'd never see them again. It's wild.
Regular peanuts. Dude, we were hauling the mail for the last little bit.
Our tribe of 3 became a tribe of 5 as we came across 2 other guys at this gas station. Now, they looked a little bit wrecked, but they got pretty motivated once we came, because now we've got a group of 5 to just rotate. Now, I have had 0 mechanicals. This was the first time I even had to pull out a tool. My cleat started coming off. I was able to fix that pretty easily. No big deal. But now we are ready to roll.
We have a solid group. And now with these two guys, we should be able to roll for sure. Astronomer, do you want some lube? He's a amateur astronomer. He was telling us space stuff. He was in the military and had to learn how to navigate by the stars. That's badass, huh? It's so hard to eat peanuts while riding with one hand on gravel.
You've been a legend, man. I really appreciate you.
No problem.
I nestled into my new family here for the next 70 miles. My confidence, all-time high. We are going to finish, and we might actually crack off a good result. So our band of brothers riding strong. The community, the vibe, the connection between these guys, unbelievable. We have been absolutely sending it, trying to catch anyone in front of us. Now this guy, though, has just been sitting on the back the entire time, acting like he's hurting, and that's fine. If you don't feel good, you can hang on the back, but I got my eye on you. Now, we do catch one more. We catch Anton, who's like an ultra-distance runner, crazy successful runner. So we roll into the second-to-last rest stop. Group feeling great. I mean, I'm like, bro, I think we could probably catch another 2-3 people if we can keep this camaraderie going. But also, I don't really want to come to the line and sprint with these guys because the difference here is like 5 positions, right? So we roll into this gas station. To me, I still feel a real brotherly bond with everyone, so I'm not going to try to do anything weird here. Oh, dude, that's right in front of us. It's like, what are you supposed to do? Is that guy attacking us? Okay. Oh, that other dude also went. Jesus. But so the guy who has not taken a single pull for like 20 miles, 30 miles, acting like he was all hurting, him and Anton freaking attack us at the rest station. Dude, it's on.
98 miles to go. And I just peed off the bike, peed all over my leg. So we're winning. We're winning the pee on your leg contest.
Now this betrayal cut deep. Jeffrey and Anton, the two that attacked us, they're both from Colorado, so they're like Colorado bros. So now the 3 of us, or 4 of us, including me, is Andrew from Great Britain. We've got Scotty from Arizona, and then Federico from Italy. So we have just this world-class team right now, and we are chasing these 2 Colorado bros because I'm hurt. I've been cut to my soul on the betrayal that they had on us. So sure, I didn't start super great, but I am finishing on top of the world. I'm feeling better than I have ever felt on the bike, which is crazy because I have 260 miles in my legs. And this is what's kind of crazy to explain to someone who's never done something like this, is you would just assume, well, there's no way I could even ride without sleep. I could not do 100 miles even if I had all the sleep. You just sort of put yourself in a situation where you assume what it would be like for you. It's totally different than what you could ever imagine. When you go through this circadian rhythm of nightfall and then sunrise, your body just adapts. It just, everything changes. And you honestly, like right now, it feels like I'm riding the first 60 miles of a ride. Like I've just started. What we have gone through doesn't even exist. Like it does. My legs aren't fatigued. I'm not tired. I'm not hungry. And I've burned through so many calories. I've eaten at this point something like 13,000 calories. So it's just so hard to explain unless you've done it. Now, we finally wrap on to the original course, or the main course. So this is like the 100-mile and the 200-mile course. And we actually see people.
So we're What are you guys doing, the 50? 100, okay. So we've connected with the 100, and it's the morale boost because we've just been alone for 300 miles. So the morale here, the moral support, oh, I can't talk, I'm brain dead, is very awesome to see other humans. The good stuff.
Now our team of worldwide athletes here just been crushing. And look, I'm pretty sour about this betrayal, but now I think I have to betray my team so I can make sure that the betrayal of our team does not just ride away into the sunset. And we get into this little downhill section, and look, I need to go. I'm ready to fly. And since I have suspension on my bike, I just let this thing absolutely eat on this little small descent. And I know it doesn't look like much, but when it's wet and you're tired and yada, 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 I was able to just go no brakes down this thing and actually create a little gap. Now, do I feel bad? Do I feel bad that I attacked this group that we've been working so well together? Yes, I do, but it's a race. And I feel worse about getting attacked than I do about
I'm training for.
I gotta catch these Colorado bros.
Weekend. Gotta get miles.
Hey.
I've been watching you for years, bro.
Well, thank you so much.
The love while I'm riding through the 100 and 200 was just amazing. Now, Andrew from Great Britain, he actually makes the bridge and catches back up after I attacked. So our Italian bro and our Arizona bro, they are now gone. We hit, I think, Heart Attack Hill or Leg Break Hill, and our boy from Great Britain, he's only got 2 gears. So he starts running, and I'm powering through, and I just feel, look, this sounds douchey, I feel invincible right now, flying up this steep hill.
Love those socks.
Still giving love the entire way because the love that I'm receiving, I want to share. But then we see him.
Well, well, well. Isn't it, Mr. I don't know what a pool is?
Bro tried to act like there was, what are you talking about, man? What do you mean? I'm just riding my bike. It's like, dude, you've been on the back, dangling, acting like you're hurting for so long. But so now it's me and this guy because Anton actually got dropped. Great Britain guy is still chasing, but we are full on race mode. And now this guy's like kind of playing some games. He's kind of riding a little soft. Great Britain guy catches back on. Dude's only got 2 gears, but they're his big gears, and this is a flat course. So, like, those are definitely the gears to have. And so now we kind of have this team where we were together through the night, but now we attack the other guys. Anyways, we start rolling into the final rest stop of the race. We only have something like 40 miles left to go. So we fill up our water, we get some calories, and then it gets really awkward because the saboteurs are now catching the sabotagers. Right now, I got to look at Anton in the eyes, and then this other guy from Italy who I really liked, and it's like I have to look at him and go, I'm sorry, bro, but I'm racing.
All right, that was the last rest stop of the day. We have 40 miles. We're at 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. We're at 20.5 hours. Jeez, Louise. It's dumping, it's raining, it's cold. We're rolling. We're rolling. I'm tired, dude. I need to go to sleep.
On your left. Hard out. Right. Thank you. What is this? What? Dude. Wild. Left. Watch out. Coming through. Oh my goodness. Keep going. You got. Oh shit. Thank you. You got it. Uh-oh. Jeez Louise. This is crazy, man. That is not good. Okay. Well, this is gnarly. I mean, this is no joke. The mud there's just no negotiating with it. That's for sure.
I have always heard of horror stories of the Kansas mud and how it can just totally wreck you. It's very strange because of how slippery it was, but it also stuck. And so then, big brained it, went into the grass. Grass was like a toothbrush, literally brushing off all the mud. So then my whole drivetrain could work well. Then started riding through that. Now, look, I'm very self-deprecating, and a lot of times I talk about how I'm not very good, and that's usually because comparison is a thief of joy. So when I'm racing against high-level pros that are getting paid to race, I feel like a turd muffin. But when I'm coming through the pack of all these guys and gals, dude, I'm feeling so elite. Like I'm just rolling along the side, like everyone's walking, I'm riding, and bro, I'm having the time of my life.
Guys, it's officially epic. Officially epic. This is the most fun I've ever had on a bike. This is the most fun I've ever had on a bike.
So me and the original saboteur guy, Jason, work together. So our group of 6 is now devolved into me and him, and I've got to beat him. I mean, that is like goal number 1 right now. But we're rolling. I mean, we are absolutely flying. I cannot believe we're 10 miles from the finish, and I'm doing like 300 and something watts. What was so difficult, though, is that you're trying to draft, okay? But the water and the mud is getting spit up into your eyeballs, and I couldn't see anything. Now, right here, train was coming. We sprinted to get over it, and then the train came, and it actually blocked Anton from catching us. Okay, so now we're solid. Like, we're sprinting. It's going to come down to a sprint for sure. Me and Jason. He kind of asked me to slow down a little bit, but, like, all good. He was still there. And then we catch this guy, Jeffrey, who I had saw in the very beginning of the race. I catch him in, like, the last turn. And then it comes to a full-on 3-way sprint.
Okay. Dude, good job, dude.
I thought you were. You came out of.
Let me see it. Wow. That was the most fun I've ever had on a bike ever. Ever. That was the most fun I've ever had on a bike ever.
You are amazing.
Let it go, man. It went really well. It started off really bad, but it ended really well. And there's so much dirt in my eyes.
I can see that. But it was.
This was the most fun I've ever had on a bike.
Really?
Yeah. That rain, like when the rain came down, it was just
Probably refreshing, right?
it was just technical and epic. It's like, this is Instagram gold. You know what I mean? The beginning of this ride was so miserable, and I felt like such a bag of dicks. And I was certain I was not going to finish. And then you just keep pedaling, and then time passes, and then all of a sudden, we're smashing, we're flying. And there was a guy that passed me, like I was standing still at like mile 60, and I caught him in the final turn. This was the most fun I've ever had on a bike. I am absolutely shelled, though.
So, in closing, there's a philosophy called one more. And you can use this for anything. One more mile, one more day, one more pedal, one more push-up. It doesn't matter. You can always do one more. So you have to just give yourself the chance. Just go one more, whatever that is. And all of a sudden, things will change. The winds will shift. And you might end up finding yourself in a position that you otherwise wouldn't have thought you would have ever been in. If I had not started this race, where I probably shouldn't have, I would never have had this experience. I would have been robbed of one of the greatest experiences of my life.
It's not like as fresh and everything, but
Right now, if you gave me a rock and it was drizzled with chocolate, I would be stuffed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is so fun.
we use Miyoko's peanut butter.
We're gonna charge it.
The love that I get from the community is so outrageous. And I don't really know how to say it, but like no matter what is going on out there, when I get like maybe upset that I'm not doing what I kind of wanted to do, and then I meet people like Croissant Lady. It's just amazing. It's just so. The love is the love here is real. It's awesome.
I just want to say thank you to the whole community. Like, the welcoming that I got at the end of this event was unbelievable. I had someone bring me a sandwich, a quesadilla, a croissant. I mean, I was just living like a king laying here on the wall. And I really appreciate it. I love you. And I can't wait to come back here again and win this thing. Because 100% I'm going to win this. I'm going to win Unbound XL. It's just a given matter of time. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you out in Kansas next year doing any one of the events. The 25 to the 350, it doesn't matter. Whatever you feel like is overreaching for you, sign up, send it. As always, Vegan Cyclist. Yeah.
guess I'll do like a. Sam and I both averaged 4 points. Short recap of the last race. I've watched this Andrew Martin times. Not good enough, brother. Discuss it. Ramiro. Let's do it. Oh, oops. This one. Let's see. We got teammates today. Ethan Darling. We got Pete Watson and Sam Huntington. All of them are in the blue Wahoo kits. Like mine. Let's go. We all know how this course works. All right, so here's the start. I don't really want to watch this. crap, my laptop's gonna die. I gotta shut down. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna die.